They're dead!
It was the night of the living dead. 10 years ago.
God.
The dawn of the dead. Now, the dead walk again. This is the Day of the Dead. Tonight at 8 on USA.
So, quite a few of my favorite films have been directed by George A. Romero, who you know best from Night of the Living Dead and Creepshow. He has also done some under-the-radar movies like Knightriders, Day of the Dead, Monkey Shines, Bruiser. There's all kinds of films. George is also a good director to collect stuff from, like his Japanese Day of the Dead movie program. So for this video, let's take a dive into my VHS collection and just see what all Romero goodies I have for you. Now this is going to be a mixed bag of stuff from over the years and from different countries. But it's probably stuff that you have not seen yet. Or maybe you have. I don't know. Let's find out. Now what we have first is a VHS rip of the mid-1980s television broadcast of Dawn of the Dead. Which this narrator here, I don't speak Japanese, but it sounded like he was giving a pretty good review of the movie. Also, this is the Japanese overdubbed version, so we are going to watch part of the movie so we get an idea of what it sounds like in Japanese.
こんばんは、ご機嫌いかがですか？深澤哲也です。さて今日ご覧いただくのはアメリカとイタリアの合作映画ゾンビです。ご承知のようにゾンビというのは死人が蘇ったモンスターのことなんですが、このモンスターは生きている人間の生肉を食うんです。そうすると食われた人間は全部ゾンビになっちゃう。こういうゾンビを扱った怪奇映画はこれまでにもちょいちょい作られておりますが、今日ご覧いただくのはその中の決定版なんです。というと何かすごく残酷な怪奇映画のように思われるかもしれません。確かにそういうショッキングなシーンもかなりありますが、しかしこの映画のハイライトはあくまでもゾンビと人間の凄絶な戦いなんです。20世紀の終わり頃、ある惑星が爆発してその強烈な光線を受けて地上の死人がよみがえり、ゾンビがうじゃうじゃ現れたんです。このゾンビの大群が占領している、ショッピングセンターに4人の男女が隠れておりました。この4人の中にはスワットの隊員が2名いるんですが、この4人の男女がありとあらゆる知恵を絞ってゾンビと凄絶な戦いを繰り広げるところは、カメラを縦横に動かして躍動感のみなぎった大変ダイナミックな迫力を出しております。それから後半、このセンターに押し入って暴虐の限りを尽くす暴走族の一団と、たくさんのゾンビと4人の男女、この3組が三つどもえになって清楚な戦いを展開するところもサスペンスたっぷりのアクション場面になっております。こんな風に人間は必死になってゾンビと戦うんですが、多勢に無勢、いかにせんだんだん極限状況に追い込まれていく。その挙句地獄の中を這いずり回るんですが、この人間たちがどうやって生き続けたか、こうしてなだれ込むラストシーン、このラストシーンがこの映画のテーマを明確に物語っているようです。それでは前編にあふれるサスペンスタッチをどうぞごゆっくりお楽しみください。
Intro music, that's pretty cool.
疲れたろ。もう8時間もぶっ続けだ。
いくらなんでもそんなバカな。
あなたはまるで分かっていない。
だからなんです。
事態は深刻です。ほっときなのかね。ぐずぐずして手遅れになったらどうします。
信じられないわ。なんてこと。
話を信じろと言われても無理ですよ。俺がどうやったのかわからないんですから。
うんざり。
This sounds even more chaotic in Japanese.
だから何度も説明。
おかしくなったテレビスタッフがさっき大勢逃げてったわ。
ダメやってんだから。
もうすぐ放送不能よ。
いくら医学博士でも 言っていいことと悪いことがあります。
Wonder how much is lost in translation. I'm not
いつ
sure.
までこのまま2人のカメラはどうしてどうにかしろよ。うるさいな。こんなところに出てくるんじゃないよ。
何を興奮してるのよ、冷静になって
おいおい、
よ。
スタッフが足りないんだ。
でももうどの客もほとんど手配してるわ。
リストをくれ。
これ以上ついても無理だわ。
話が大げさすぎやしませんか、ホスター博士。
大げさなもんか。これは事実。
信じられませんね。
信じたくないんでしょう。でも事実なんですよ。
死者が生き返って人類を滅ぼすなんて信じろという方が無理ですよ。
でも実際そうなんです。
たかが化け物の1匹や2匹うろついていたからってそれを信じるのは古代妄
私を
想すぎません
侮辱するのか。
誰もそんなことは言ってないです。
Did he just call him the
言ってるというのに
N-word?
あなたは安っぽい既成概念を振りかざしてあぐらをかいてるつもりですか。
そっちこそつまらん電話やめたらどうなんです。ほら三大ネットワークの状況を調べてみる。
ネットワークは
やってるのはうちの局ぐらいなもんさ。
どのネットワークも壊滅状態じゃないの。地方局はうちだけ。
こんな時にテレビ局をほっぽり出して逃げるなんてなんてことだ。全く情けない話だ。
Sound like you just took a dump.
人間の尊厳どころか人類の未来が危ないんです。
そんな大げさな
事態を差し迫ってます。
静かに議論もできない。
君たち評論家はこの2週間の間事態を聞き流すだけでした。私の再三の警告も無視して
聞き流していたなんて。じゃあ説明してもらおうじゃありませんか。我々の納得のいくように。
だから2週間前大爆発した惑星イオスの特殊光線が地球上に作用して死者が蘇りつつあるって言ってるんです。
The following bits come from 1993. There was a documentary on the films of Pittsburgh. And if there's a documentary on the films of Pittsburgh, one has to include George A. Romero. So let's talk about my man here. You notice I did not say my boy George Romero, because that'd be kind of funny. Boy George. Let's check this out.
When he left school, Romero decided to stay in Pittsburgh. He then occasionally did some painting, like this large portrait of a Pittsburgh neighborhood that still hangs in the dining room of his Oakland apartment. With some friends, he started a commercial film company called The Latent Image. They found work around town and even did some work for WQED.
The first jobs we ever had were QED. We did some stuff for the Junior League, and then we did some picture things for Fred Rogers.
Unless we could ask Picture to show us how people make light bulbs. Why don't we do that? Because Picture has a film about it. Let's ask it. Hello again, Picture. Picture, we'd like to see how people make light bulbs.
How to Make Light Bulbs was one of them. I remember that. We had to go to New Jersey, and we did a How to Make Light Bulbs movie, how they make light bulbs. And that was really, really fun. Also a very, just sort of encouraging experience, to work for someone that really has, strong ideas about what he's doing and trying to shoot that stuff and trying to, make him happy, and it was great fun.
Came shortly after the Calgon story.
I just always loved genre stuff, and I always, particularly horror stories. I just always loved them. So I was happy to do one. We tried before Night of the Living Dead to promote a couple of feature films that were serious efforts, as some people might call them, and we couldn't get financing. We just couldn't get it together. So we decided to do Night of the Living Dead, and 10 of us kicked in $600 a piece, and that $6,000 got us started.
The movie starts in a cemetery where a brother and sister have come to put flowers on their father's grave. The sister Barbara is played by Judith O'Dea. Russ Streiner, who plays the brother, was one of the film's producers, and teasing his sister, he delivers what may be the film's most famous line.
They're coming to get you, Barbara.
Most of the actors in the crew were Pittsburgh friends, investors, and colleagues from The Latent Image.
Look, there comes one of them now.
When we went to make Night of the Living Dead, we put our names in a hat to see who would direct it. I mean, and I pulled the long straw, or the short straw, I don't know which it was. We were just making a horror movie, and we were going to try to make it harder hitting than others that had been out. Although when you look at Night of the Living Dead, when it first came out, people were railing against it for being so sort of cruel and dark and graphically violent. And when you look at it today, it seems very, very tame, of course. But I guess it came right at a time whenever the monster bit somebody on the neck, they cut away. And we didn't cut away. So we didn't even think we were overstepping. We didn't think we were in taboo country at all. We just thought we were going to go one inch further.
Good Lord.
But the film has, it has an emotional effect on some people.
What we have here is another TV rip of Dawn of the Dead. Now this one here was taped even earlier, maybe 1979, 1980, somewhere approximately in there. But this here has more of an introduction, and this is pretty hilarious. It's basically telling you, do not watch this movie. It is not good for you. It is gory. It has violence. Do not watch this, which is pretty funny. So we're going to watch that, and this is the English version of it, but it's in Japanese subtitles. So we're going to watch just a little piece of it, get an idea of what that was like.
数ある恐怖映画の中でも死者が生き返り人間を襲う恐怖は凄惨な修羅場となる。中でもこの映画ゾンビは衝撃的であった。物語は20世紀末大爆発を起こしたある惑星から発せられた特殊な光線が地球に届いたことに端を発する。その光線により地上の死者という死者がよみがえり生ける者を襲ったのである。アメリカはまさに国家的非常事態に陥った。スワット部隊が出動しての決死の戦い。生き残ったのは巨大なショッピングセンターに要塞を構え抵抗を続けた4人と狂気と化した暴走族の一団だけ。その周りには生ける者の肉を求めるゾンビたちがうごめく。死者はいつよみがえってあなたをおぞましい世界に引きずり込むかもしれない。
You alright? Shit's really hitting the fan.
Next, we have bits and pieces surrounding the movie Knightriders with my main lady here, who has a great scene that you will pause whenever you see the movie. Trust me, you will. Anyways, let's check out these bits. Not her bits, bits from the movie.
Modern-day bikers do battle in medieval armor as they travel the countryside trying to preserve the ideals of Camelot. They're the Knightriders, next on HBO.
And don't miss the world premiere of Showtime's newest made-for-pay TV movie about the adventures of a legendary hero. Journey into days of old in Robin Hood and the Sorcerer. And it's chivalry and modern-day bravery, where the adventures continue and action still lives. Ed Harris in Knightriders After Hours.
Romero fans will be thrilled to hear that this fourth film is just as gory as its predecessors. So why is he so keen on the splatter factor?
I just never understood why you needed to cut away just when it was getting good. And I giggle at that stuff, and I think horror fans, that's stuff we wait for and hope it's up there, hope it's on the screen.
Well, I figured that was just about enough for the first video. Now what else do I have in my collection of George Romero? Well, you have to stay tuned to find out. Now don't you? So like and subscribe to my channel. Like George always said, stay scared.